Okay, call to order the Estacada Traffic and Public Safety Committee on July 15th, 2025. All right. And can you join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thanks. Hello, Melanie. Could we get roll call, please? Oh.
All right. Chair Moriarty,
Here.
Commissioner Burke. Here. Commissioner Sutz,
Here.
Commissioner Dobbs,
Here.
Commissioner Foster,
Here.
Commissioner Olson. Here. And all are present.
Thank you. All right. So community comments. Do you have anything, anybody online? Melanie, by any chance? No. That's okay. Do you have anyone online for community comments? Appreciate you. That's okay. That's why I want to hear those. No? Okay, thank you. All right, moving on. So everyone had a chance to look at the packet. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda from June 17th, please?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda from June 17th.
Okay, get a first. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, okay. Okay. And I'm doing the little minutes template here, so bear with me here. And all right, so all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes. Thank you. 6-0. All right. So moving on, let's see, Chief Mendoza, long time no see. Good
Yeah,
to see you again.
good to be seen. Thank you. I'm gonna just do a quick, for those that didn't get it yesterday at City Council meeting, a quick update on our update with the IGA. And that's the agreement between the Sheriff's Office and City of Estacada, but also a little more broad, the other contract cities, the contract police services. That was a project that a group of us that met the contract city committee, and that's made up of the city managers or their designee, the police chiefs, and the sheriff or designee. And we meet quarterly. For this project, we met a lot more often than that. It was over about probably like a 2-year period that we worked on revising this. Really just kind of cleaned up the language in the IGA, kind of shored up some things that were maybe a little vague, and we just cleaned it up, kind of benefiting both sides. But the major takeaway, what I see was one of the major takeaways for the contract cities, to your benefit, is if an employee and a deputy gets injured while working or while not working, but if they're injured and they're off work for an extended period of time, over 30 days, that the city only has to pay for that person, that deputy, for the first 30 days. And then they'll be rotated out of the city back into the county. And then we should be rotating a new deputy into the city of Estacada. So that's really, from a management standpoint, that's a huge benefit for Estacada, because there's less risk in that somebody having some sort of long-term injury or an FMLA a deal where they might be off work for 3 months. You're not out of 1/4 or 1/5 of your staff for that long, which
Or
is nice.
military leave.
Military leave, yeah, that's another big one.
Good.
So,
Right.
and then, you know, those deputies, if they get rotated out, they can always bump back into the city at the next schedule change. So it's not a negative thing for them, but it's just it's a way to keep the staff in the cities. So that was one of the big changes. I also did talk about, one other thing is when you move to the full-time model, you'll have an option for a detective position that's assigned here to the city that works on city cases. And if that happens, if that decision is made to add that FTE, you actually get a slight reduction in what you pay for the overall detective division at the sheriff's office. So that was something that was negotiated that benefits the contract cities, not necessarily Estacada right now, but in the future, that'll be a benefit for you.
That's for 6, chief, full-time?
Yeah, so the flexible service model when we're in right now is 5 and below, which is exactly where we're at. When we move to 6, will be the full-time model. And really the highlights of that are the deputies will then have a city uniform. So it'll be a black uniform with city patches on it. There'll be the recognizable scheme on the side of the cars that'll say City of Estacada. So you'll really be able to identify the deputies that are assigned to the City of Estacada, you know, when they're walking down the street or driving down the street. They'll have essentially mandatory 24/7 patrols. If one of them is on training or on vacation, some sort of leave, that we're required to replace them. So you will see an increase in the cost of overtime to replace those employees. I think it bumps up to about 20% for those replacing leaves. So there'll be an additional cost, but one that you'll see that direct benefit because there'll be somebody here in town all the time. The other option with that city manager and I have discussed at length is you'll probably move to a full-time chief at that time. So you'll increase that 0.25 FTE will be, you know, a full FTE. And you have a benefit to that too, because it's actually cost effective since you already have a portion of that FTE. You don't have to pay for it upfront like you do for the deputies where you pay for a whole year. So it's cheaper to add that position. And that'll be good because then you'll have a full-time chief that'll be here, essentially what we would call a working chief. You know, they'll still be working the road and going to calls and helping out because the size of the city is not big enough that they're doing administrative duties all the time. So they'll be able to help out with the deputies and just the workload.
Can we get you to stay?
I'll think about it. Let's see. I think that's all I have for the updates on the IGA. I think some of you are aware that we were going to I'm having the Marine unit come with the boat to Estacada Lake, have one of our deputies jump on with them and just kind of help with those patrols, make sure that there's nothing on the shoreline that they should be aware of. Sometimes easier to see things from the water, right? Looking back at the shore. So that's kind of the main idea with that. And that should be happening about once a week, maybe a little bit more often, depends on situation and usage here at the lake. And then I did, I think most of you probably know this already, but I did hear loud and clear last night from the community and from the council about traffic related issues in the Campanella neighborhood and really throughout Estacada, but that neighborhood was the one that showed up at the meeting last night and expressed their concerns. So I'll make sure that that word gets past the deputies and that they're aware. We've already seen, and I've shown you how they do have we've shown an increase in traffic stops, traffic enforcement within the city. So I'm be asking them to maintain that, right? It's all about education. It's not necessarily that we, write tickets to everybody that we stop. It's reminding people that these are neighborhoods, right? And this is where you live or where your friends live, and we're asking you to slow down. Along those lines, I have a suggestion that city manager and the mayor and I were kind of talking about, and I believe that the city council may kind of take up the lead or provide the direction on this, but a suggestion of maybe Estacada could come up with some sort of slogan or campaign around traffic safety. And I'll just throw something out, just something simple like Estacada drive safe or Estacada go slow or something like that, where you could put signs up, advise the public. The deputies, we could get the deputies on board with that campaign of talking to people about that when we do stop them, and explaining that, hey, you might see a higher number of traffic stops out here by the deputies, but it's important to the people in this community that people drive safe, and that the speed limits are low in Estacada, and that's the expectation, is that you drive safely. We don't want to see anybody get hurt on our streets. So that's like I said, that was something that the city manager and mayor and I talked about. And I think that the mayor was interested in that, and he was talking about maybe having the council give some direction to this committee. And
That's actually one of our topics tonight, so
oh,
we
good,
appreciate that. Chief.
outstanding. And I talked last night about the 3 E's of when it comes to traffic related issues is enforcement, education, and engineering. And so this kind of like the education piece to it, and it would help us kind of send that message to the public, and not just the deputies, but from the council, from this committee, from your neighbors. So we are going to see a new deputy showing up. I believe that they're slated for July 22nd. The dates might be off slightly because they're finishing training. They'll get a couple days off and they'll come to Estacada, but it's right around the 22nd of this month. And then Estacada will be at day and night coverage throughout the week, which is a nice big step. And I kind of talk a little history here in a minute. So that'll be Deputy Ringo will be out here, and he's a brand new deputy just off training. And you'll have him, unfortunately, you're only going to have him or potentially have him until September, like 15th-ish, when our schedule changes, because Estacada is a desirable place to work for our deputies, and someone more senior to him may take that spot. But we'll have a 50% new lineup come September. Deputy Bigler is on his way to the civil division. Deputy Ringo will probably leave and be replaced with somebody else. And then as Melanie mentioned last night, that I've accepted a promotion to captain at the sheriff's office. And thank you. So I will be leaving Estacada and vacating my duties, and I'll be the chief in Happy Valley come September. So this is probably my last traffic and public safety meeting. I would honestly say it's been an honor to be your chief, and I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me, and especially our deputies, the sheriff's office and the law enforcement as a whole. I've really felt that here in Estacada. I've said that to so many people that, hey, that town, the community really supports us. And I tell that to everybody at the sheriff's office all the time. So I really do appreciate that. Appreciate your guys's your involvement, and really trying to make things better for the community as a whole. With that, I said I'd talk a little history. I found it interesting. I was thinking about it yesterday. So when I came here 4 years ago, we were at 3.15 FTEs, 1 SRO and 2 deputies. The deputies worked kind of middle of the day. So there's nobody here in the morning. There was nobody here at night. There's nobody here in the middle of the night. and I left this out, but working with Melanie, as you know, has been great. She's been a great boss, a great person to work with. And we've like, that was probably the first thing that we did was start increasing the FTEs. We added one deputy. And then it's been a long haul. I think it's been about 18 months since we requested the one that we're about to get. So we worked to add the other one. And then in between there, when I was working on the contract and I told her, say, hey, I'm kind of putting in more than the 0.15 FTE. And so we agreed, hey, we'll increase that to a quarter time. So we've seen that grow 3.115 to 5.25. We changed from a four 10-hour work schedule for our deputies to a 12-hour work schedule for our deputies, which was a huge benefit to Estacada because it really drew in some deputies with experience that really wanted that schedule. It's different. There's no other area in patrol for the sheriff's office that offers that 12-hour schedule, so it's desirable for them. And that's what you want. You want people that want to be here and want to work here. So that's a nice benefit that we're able to offer them and get to this, day and night coverage. I'm glad that I got to see it before I left. So it's something I've heard day one from the council and day one from you guys. That's another thing that Traffic and Public Safety Committee was created probably 2.5 years ago. Does that sound right?
November 22,
Okay. Yeah. So,
just after you got here.
got to see that happen. And what else? Population went up at least 1,000. So we're growing. There was some, desire from the council to explore moving to this full-time model and increasing our staff. And that's something that myself and Melanie and your new chief will kind of work towards and explore like what that's going to cost and timing and where we go from here essentially. So yeah, like I said, it's been an honor and I appreciate all of you and it's been fun working with you.
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Anyone have any?
And I've got I'm ready for any questions. I love them.
Mike.
How many there's been?
Yeah.
224 at River Mill.
Jackpot.
Oh, at the Jackpot. Okay. That one, I'll have to look into that. That one gets a little bit tricky because 224 is the state police responsibility. So I can look in our,
Or less around here.
yeah, I can look in our CAD and find most of those,
Yeah.
but I'll get you an answer and I'll get that to Melanie for you.
Okay, because they hear a lot of sirens, but I don't know where they're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the bad accidents at White's. I don't know about exactly a Jackpot in the
Well,
last month,
yeah,
so
they have.
it's close enough.
Yeah. I know state police was handling one on 211 halfway from here to Sandy
Yeah.
yesterday and
Wow.
the road
It's
closed for a
really
little
bad.
while. Yeah.
So you drive with both hands on the wheel when you go up to Sandy.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything for the chief? I
No.
just have one question other than thank you very much. We appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure we'll take you back if Happy Valley doesn't work out.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Wish you
Yeah.
My question is, how do anyone, or I should say any citizen do a ride along with a deputy?
You can go right on the sheriff's office website
Mhm.
and I believe that if you go down, I think there's a tab that says how to get involved.
Okay,
And there's, you can get the form right there and submit it
Okay.
online.
okay,
Or you can go to the sheriff's office and fill one out.
okay.
It takes a little bit of time. But
The
if
reason why
you-
I'm asking, because I got one from Deputy Bigler and he had it and I didn't know if it had gotten to you yet
oh,
from me.
yes, yep, and that was approved. So that the only trick to this is if you're on a committee or on the council,
Mhm.
that those have to be approved by the sheriff, just because.
Okay.
essentially like a political type position, but it's no
Right.
problem.
Excellent, thank you. Anyone else have anything for Chief Mendoza?
No, just gonna say thank you very much for all you've done for the city. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. All right.
Sounds good.
Do they already have a replacement worked out for the position? That was all still in the works.
Yeah, as far as Estacade, great question. As far as Estacade is concerned, that is, that one has been filled. And that's gonna be Lieutenant Bill Turway. And so I'll do the introductions with city manager and I may or may not come to this meeting or
Right.
go with him to the city council meeting, but we'll do that introduction and he'll take over. It'll be seamless. He'll kind of do some training with me beforehand and take over September.
Okay.
Morgan,
I believe, yes, I think he grew up like down near Corvallis but I've known, he and I have worked at the sheriff's office almost the same amount of time. We had offices next door to each other here until recently. And so he's a good guy. He's got a lot of patrol experience. He's got a lot of just various experience, but patrol and detective experience, I think, which will be really nice for you.
yeah, I met the one from LA. You got one, deputy from LA or
We do.
California. Yeah, I
Mhm.
met him at the park, but
Oh, nice. Good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you, Chief.
Yep.
We appreciate everything you've done for Estacada. Thank you.
You bet.
All right. And moving on to fire chief's report. Anyone have anything on reading that? No.
Looks like they're busy, I know
Yeah,
that.
they're definitely busy.
it's
Yeah. Okay, so I don't have anything there. Let's move on down to the committee business. And as you can see, the the response to the oh, Melanie, I'm sorry, I just gotta is there a link for this meeting tonight up on the website to join? Okay,
Because once the meeting starts, it gets harder to find.
that was just a question.
Oh, is there somebody looking for it? Okay, yes. Oof. Go to meetings. Is it still up here? Yes, so if you go to the homepage and scroll down, there's events and meetings. Click on meetings and it's showing up right there. If you-
Thank you. All right, excellent.
Is there a link? Is there a link? No, there's no link there. Why is there no link?
That
Open the
long-
packet.
Really big link.
It says bad request. Yeah. There should be.
Yeah, it's a big link. It's so wide. We just click on it. It's easy to do, but it just.
I do not know why. I can't open the packet.
Would it be the same link as last week or is it a new link?
Probably, yes.
One at the top?
Yeah, that's what Matt said.
Probably.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's the top of the agenda.
So if they can open the packet, there should be a link.
Say that again.
And this is the right link, but I just, when I click on that, I can't open the.
there for.
Fourth Wednesday, so next week.
Sure,
Wednesday,
I
so
can-
a week
yeah,
from
thank you.
tomorrow.
So statement out for training.
Actually, can I email them? Who, do you know who it is? Because I cannot, I don't know how to,
Do you mean the top? That top link?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending it right now.
okay, okay.
Join webinar. There we go.
I'll make sure that that's on there for next time. Sorry about that. There should be a link. Right on there. I think. Hold on.
Yeah, because when you click on packet, this is on the top of it, right? First page.
You've been down
Yeah.
there. tomorrow, lately?
Oh, yeah, I go to
Should
park.
Yeah.
If
Might
it's
want to
saved
do that
month-
news
month.
paper that?
Right, okay.
I had no idea.
Forced to get that in.
Yeah.
10 years.
That's good. You and Mary too.
Yeah, Mary and I worked on
Mary
that.
was in on that deal.
Mary and I worked on that splash pad for 10 years.
Yeah,
Even the dogs love it.
oh, yeah. It's a big hit down there.
It's one of the best things we put in the park. is that
Are they able to get in?
Working on it.
it's 6 years
We'll,
landscape.
We'll move forward here and go to let's see, committee business number one. You see from the email that I sent ODOT, it was just to request I guess, an evaluation of Southwest Second Avenue intersection at Hitchin Post to go across the street where the ADA ramps are already installed through the median to Lake Shore or connected over that way. And this is the massive response. And I put another few in, we'll go over next month. Now money's an issue because they've terminated employees. They don't have some funds. Talked about last night at the city council meeting that the yard here in Estacada is gonna be gone. So ODOT's leaving town. So it's that serious. Yeah. But it does say on this, they talk about, pedestrians using a marked crosswalk have a false sense of security and may aggressively place themselves in a hazardous position with a mistaken belief that a vehicle can and will stop in all cases, even when it may be impossible to do so. I don't know if this is because it's not in a school zone, it's on highway. I don't know. But my other concern coming into town are all of the signs. You can't see any of the signs when you're coming into town. You don't know how fast it is. You don't know which way to go to Malala. You don't know which way to go to North Fork unless you have Google Maps on. So that I don't know what they're gonna do on that one, but we'll see. And then it goes into the crashes, and I guess on their standard, you have to have a crash involving a pedestrian to get on their radar, as you can see here. And then the last one is the estimated cost of an RRFB in illumination currently exceeds $1 million. Now, we asked for crosswalk, paint, flashing light, signage, not a street light, lamps. Yeah, so we'll see. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Matt, go ahead.
I just went by that this morning and was checking that out. After reading all this, I saw a couple things. I have to kind of agree with the false sense of security to a pedestrian, because it seems like all over the place, people seem to do that. Then I also noticed that there is a beautiful cut right in the median and so on, but there's really nothing on the other side unless you're gonna cut down through the dead end of, I'm not sure there, that in this context, maybe, I don't want to say have the people scared, but maybe people kind of thinking, especially if they have children or something, we better walk the 75, 80 yards down here where it's controlled and cross there to make it a little safer. Although then it brought to mind their regulations and so on that let's see, that a pedestrian crossing point at locations that are not controlled by a traffic control signal or stop or yield. Now that's probably a whole nother ball of wax, but who knows, someday there's going to be a stoplight, another one out here. I don't know. Is that a circumvention of all the other stuff? And it's not that much of money to say, oh, okay. I mean, I've heard the astronomical amounts of the traffic lights too, but Is that something to approach them with? Or later, probably not, but
Probably later
yeah,
when they get some employees back.
yeah.
Counselor,
Are there those caution crosswalk ahead signs? I can't remember if
believe
I
so.
see any, because you've seen those yellow ones that are shaped
Just
like
the
kind of
pedestrian?
house. Yeah, that, I mean, even that would be more. I understand what ODOT's saying, however. If nobody really realizes that there is a crosswalk there. And simply showing that there is a crosswalk.
Mhm.
Whether it's a flashy light, that just a post in the ground with that crosswalk
Yeah.
up ahead. I mean, they got caution deer signs. I mean, they can put caution pedestrian sign.
Right.
Something less electronic, but simple.
Right.
As long as it's visible as our speed signs are not and our, other signs are not because of the trees, but
Jurisdiction,
I don't remember seeing those. I don't think there's any of those up either.
what?
Any of those signs that show that there is a crosswalk.
I don't
Oh.
believe so. I think you're right.
I mean, I think,
And at the, subway?
Yeah.
Also, it's ADA through the middle and
Yeah.
to Lakeshore side. They're all the way through. And
Is that-
obviously here, but I'm not sure if they're going towards this way.
And-
Or even down by Get Go either.
and I
On
understand,
Current.
and I understand the walk but
No,
people aren't gonna do that. I mean,
probably not, but maybe if one or two. It's interesting that they define a pedestrian crash as also if someone gets rear-ended,
Right.
you're on some streets and, oh, I gotta stop, and you look behind you. But that would be a pedestrian involved wreck, which is that's kind of good and kind of bad, how they count that, I guess.
Right. Anyone else?
Maybe talk to them about putting an overpass down there for pedestrians. If you put it down there, then everybody could walk from, say, from the park area over there and come across it. And, but it could be as much as $1 million to do that. In fact, because I've seen a lot of places lately that are putting the walkways over the top of the highway.
Mhm.
And stuff is safe. And as far as somebody getting killed on that highway down that area, about 8 years ago, there was a gentleman that was killed there. But he was kind of under the weather, and he'd already got hit one time.
Mm.
And they did it again, because he just figured traffic needs to stop. And I'm even up on 10th Street there at that flashing light. I don't have the button. Now is make sure that traffic's stopping, because some of them don't stop. Especially during the school year. That was too much in a hurry to get to school to get their kids or something.
Right.
Yeah, Counselor, Levin brings up, something that, sometimes you see an actual sign that says no crosswalk or crosswalk closed, mainly in, instances where there's, construction or something, but I don't know if that would be a liability thing or something, or but
Just looking at this time, I guess, not pro or con, but realizing there's not a lot of reason to cross over there at this time. As the city grows, I think eventually, but you have the ramp for the wheelchair there, and you've got the island, the divider where the nice trees are, and you've got a place for them to come across.
yeah.
So who's gonna cross there?
People that live in
Maybe
Lake Shore.
wheelchair
People that
to-
can run away from cars.
Yeah,
And this is kind of their statement. So you're gonna be on cue when you gotta cross.
Yeah.
Which is, you're gonna be alert and aware. Wheelchair can only move so fast. So there's other people that have, that are impeded by moving quickly. So if you got kids or even adults, you know, it's like you look both ways and you look the other way again. That's kind of how you learn the stuff. And then you go for it. So you speedily, the city of Portland is in their realm is they walk in front of your car believing you're going to stop. Log trucks aren't going to hit the brakes. You know, nobody's going to come with equipment and cater to that type of realm. We don't have that here. But at the same time, it is made for ADA ramp. And with that there, that would mean that somebody sometime is going to cross there. At that point, you just mentioned not crosswalk, Matt, you know, like no crosswalk or X or whatever. Or a wheelchair with with a line through it, even though, you know, signage is a real big deal. When we come in as on Eagle Creek and the flashing light there is like, you slow down, everybody's got that down now. And for people that first come here, they're going to pay attention to that solar powered light. The same thing when you come over here, if there's signage and it's solar, we know that we're not going to hit $1 million. This is more fixed stuff that, you know, Melanie, Dawn has access to. It's already been done. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So to do that, it's pre-signage and then more definition of crosswalk. If that happens, if that's something to do. My other question is, Melanie, do you know if because of the staff that and the cuts in ODOT, that we are going to take any responsibility of anything that they leave behind for the city?
Yeah, I don't know that for sure. But I was just thinking, because I'm not sure if it was you all that had brought it up. It was somebody that had mentioned that you couldn't see the speed sign. So I had noticed, and it was on my list, you cannot see the speed signs or the directional signs
That was
when the
true.
leaves are on the trees. When the leaves are gone, maybe. But I was thinking this is really bad timing because if we reach out to them now to move those signs or what, I don't know that they're going to have manpower to do it or person power. And if they could give us permission to do it, then perhaps we could go ahead and
Sure.
make those changes. I know they're probably larger than the signs that we put up in the city, but I'll check on that and
We could kind of partner with them a little
Yes.
bit because they're
Yeah.
pulling down and their employees and we, you know, I know Don's always doing something. It's not like
He
he
is
sits
always
around
doing
at all,
something.
you know,
Yeah.
so the guy's slammed. But
Yeah.
then we could maybe, you
but
know,
it could get on the list and
Yeah.
get done faster
Right.
than if we have to wait completely for ODOT to do it,
yeah.
perhaps. So, yeah, we'll check
Yeah,
on that.
and they did paint today too. Everybody saw that. They painted the yellow lines. They were,
Oh,
Oh,
ODOT did?
yeah, ODOT.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
They were going, it looks real clean too. I mean, they had their trucks out with like 300-gallon paint bucket things there, you know. Yeah, so that, yeah, they shot the street. It was nice.
Yeah.
Well, Melanie, could we ask them permission to trim the trees up, the branches up above those signs? Get rid of those leaves?
Possibly, but I don't know that we'd trim them up high enough to make the signs
Or
visible.
just take the leaves off, trim trim the bottom limbs, it would help better than nothing.
Pull the
We
trees.
could,
and
we
put some
could look
shrubs.
at, we could look at if that would,
I have to get,
Help.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you can see the sun.
they're leaving town, so why not take the trees out?
15-minute buzz cut.
They did trim the trees up down safe Subway and South. Because the baby trees, they kind of are in right in your view, and they were able to trim those up, which I think was helpful. These
Yeah.
larger trees and the taller signs, I
Yeah.
don't know. We could do like a chop off half the tree, but then I think it'd be better to move the signs.
Take the
Yeah.
middle of the tree out.
Yeah, take them.
Yeah. That would shorten the tree.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
No, leave the
Follow
trunk, just get rid of the branches between the sign.
Fire hazard,
Just
fire
a window
prevention.
in the tree.
You can put statues on top of the trees.
There you go.
There you go.
Until they redid the highway out there.
Yeah.
Cause they planted all those trees, they weren't there before.
Yeah. All right, so if everyone's good on that, response from ODOT, move on to the neighborhood sign campaign. assuming this will come out of our budget or the city's budget. I'm not sure which one this would be, Melanie. The neighborhood signs.
Yeah, that would be something that you would budget for.
Okay,
Or maybe you have extra budget. I think it's not in your work plan for, I can't remember if it's in
I
your
don't
work
think
plan
so.
for this year. But
But-
you could probably ask the council and
okay,
if you had budget for it. Like see how you come out of the National Night Out or something.
okay,
And then, and I was, this is a side note, but I was looking at trying to look up like what percentage does it take to tip a culture to make a culture shift?
right,
And it was like 25%. And if we have 2,000 homes, if there's 500 people that would be willing to say, yes, I believe that Estacada Drive safe, or whatever it is, 20 is plenty, whatever. Not that we change the speed limit to that, but just because the speed limit is 25, doesn't mean if there's cars on both sides and kids playing in the yard, you have to go 25 or 26 miles an hour. If we have the attitude that Estacada Drive safe. And so I don't know, 500 signs would be probably a lot of money, but
okay.
we
Could
could
we do
start
more
to.
than, I mean, could we do more than one slogan? I mean, I kind of like
Whatever
drive
you
like your-
guys, yeah, you come up
drive
with-
like your kids live here.
Yeah, it says
I mean, I would-
kids,
that one.
kids that play, drive like your kids live here or whatever.
Or drive like your dog
Yeah.
lives here, because people
Oh.
really love or your
Oh.
cat.
That's
Yeah.
my cul-de-sac.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know, what amount of signs you guys thinking? I mean,
Okay.
because I'm thinking Campanella would probably be the first one on the list that would want some signs.
10th Street. Well, I
Okay.
think we finally got one on picture. I think one of them, I don't know if the city paid for that sign or who put it up, but it says, kid, slow down, kids at play.
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
So what are you guys thinking? I know Chief said what, Estacada Drive safe. Did anyone else have anything? That would look good on a sign?
yeah. I like the red sign that says kids at play. You see them all over Portland.
Mhm.
Cause they're bright enough, you can see them. And then slow down, kids at play. different things like that. Could we just put a bid up for those signs and say who we could get the signs made and how much, and we could bid on them? That way we can get the best price.
Okay, how about Estacada slow down?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Drive like you're retired.
Yeah, drive like you're retired.
You know,
So-
we could get some catchy, they don't all have to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there might be something marketing wise here, my brain's going.
There you
but we
go.
Do something catchy, because I know the children at play, it's great. But
Yeah.
my daughter is in one of the new developments, and people have those type of signs, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Oh, I know.
They don't care. So I think if we do something very catchy and it doesn't have to be all the same, maybe like
Okay.
3 things, and then the overall campaign, whatever that is, like slow
What is it,
down,
was your
but
bid?
that's just my 2 cents.
Okay, what are we thinking for council?
Well, I like that idea, because if you say slow kids at play and you got guys going to work at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning,
It's not
all the
gonna
way up
see
to
it.
7 o'clock in the morning, there's a kids playing,
Right.
right? So
Right.
doing different things would be a good idea.
Yeah,
Something that
there's
makes
a
somebody like,
Website that has all the
But
signs on
Chief
it.
Mendoza's idea, I liked,
yeah,
Estacada Drive Safe, or Drive
Right.
Safe Estacada, or.
Everybody, what does everybody think?
Yeah.
well,
Estacada Drive safe is one?
I think the overall campaign, yeah, we call it that, and then we just
Okay.
come up with little verbiage signs that are catchy, that make people.
Drive like you got a full hot coffee in your life.
Yeah, something, things like that, people are like, oh,
So
what's
that'll
that?
be the name of it and then we can go from that.
You spill hot coffee in your lap, you know.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
Drive
that's,
like your wife is in the middle of the road.
yeah, I mean, we could come. Wait, no, don't drive like that. Don't drive like that, depending.
hey,
Sorry.
No comment.
you just went there.
Got a whole bunch of different signs,
Yeah, we could have fun with that
or you
I think.
say, you do different places.
within, reason.
We want to be different.
Okay, so we do a motion for the neighborhood sign campaign as Estacada Drive Safe. Okay, someone wanna,
So moved.
Don't drive
Okay.
and drink.
so,
That would be and then there'd be other ones, but. that
right,
would be
and
the,
we just
For overall.
You know, the
go on that
banner.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so got a first. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. All right, all in favor? Aye. Okay. Motion passes. Thank you. All right, on that. I guess since. Next meeting, I think we can do some more. Emergency preparedness. We'll talk a little bit about it today. But. I want to. Kind of incorporate it with. Estacada Drive Safe. I'd like to. Tell Council Blevins right now. If everyone's in agreement, that we agree that everywhere in Estacada. It should be 20 miles an hour.
Amen.
Every single street, everywhere, 20. Dawn, there you go, go get 75 20s. There you go. What does everybody think?
Especially around
Yep.
I make a motion that we refer to Matthew Blevins, City Council to present a residential 20-mile-an-hour speed sign for all residential areas and school zones.
Okay. I have a first, do I have a second?
Second.
All right. And all in favor of 20-mile-an-hour signs? Downtown, uptown, neighborhoods?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
1 aye, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Thank you on that.
Let's let the children live.
That's another good sign you can put up.
What was it?
Let the children live.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a big deal that our school system is in the center of our town.
Right.
And then we have parks on the outskirts
Yeah.
and we have parks in almost every neighborhood.
Mhm.
So if it is the standard that school zones are 20 miles an hour during school hours or when children are present, I mean,
Maybe 20 miles an hour between by the library and the skate park too. I mean, we have so many kids down there now.
Definitely.
Got my
Alright.
great granddaughter down there, so.
Yeah. All right, thank you for that. Okay,
It's too cold.
in regards to last night, just to touch on that. For Campanella Estates, I was there with obviously Melanie and Matthew and Carrie. But just briefly, just wanted you guys to know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people from the neighborhood of Campanella came out and discussed their families, the traffic. Some of them been in communication with Don DeRosa. They made recommendations on 4-way stops on Hill and Broadway to have a traffic counter. Let's see, they said that the traffic has been well above 25 miles an hour and everyone has kids or seniors living next to them. They wanted more speed bumps, signage, pedestrian lights. I guess larger speed humps, I guess taller. Let's see, drivers cutting through the neighborhood and asked where did the traffic go, and they didn't want the traffic there because they were cautious for their kids. Obviously, them all showing up is definitely a take action type of deal. They want safe streets with their neighbors. They said the morning traffic has been bad. And it's a huge concern. One of the residents lived on the Greenway and she spoke about the Greenway getting a little dry because the sprinklers are broken and being a fire hazard. Let's see, they wanted to break up the speed in the area. Even though the kids are off the street on the sidewalk, people are speeding very fast. Again, Second Hill and Broadway, a stop sign. And one of the residents suggested lowering it to 20 miles an hour. these are all either Hillway and Raymond, Liberty. This is where they all live. And they have a neighbor next door who was in his 90s, and they live, I guess, in between the speed humps. It's been difficult for him to go out there and because of the speed. Another one was what we had discussed when we were doing the traffic school zones, getting kids to school. They're having issues because kids cross, what is it, Broadway there and go to play at the fields. When you have cars parked on both sides of Broadway, the visibility is reduced coming around that corner, coming north to Campanella or even going south. They've tried traffic mannequins. Go ahead, Counselor.
I have a question on that.
Yeah.
If you cannot park a car on both sides of the road, or if you can park, if you can park a car on both sides of the road and not have access for two vehicles to pass side by side between those cars, should there be a yellow no parking curb?
All the way down.
But the whole distance of the field side,
Campanella's entrance all the way down to Broadway.
10th?
Not, well, not 10th, but all the way down to where the angle parking starts. But I can say that they did open the field up. They're moving, most of those cars are inside that field now.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as it was.
okay, good. That was just one of the issues that was brought up last night.
And as far as the traffic coming to the neighborhood, you know, when they, I realized when Hillway opened up that all this traffic from this up above is gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Just like it used to come down 10th Street and block us up. Well, we've lost some of that traffic because it comes down Hillway and goes out.
Mhm.
I mean, it took us 10-15 minutes to get out of the Cazadero Court onto 10th Street to get out.
Right, I remember that.
No. It's kind of nice to have some of the traffic gone.
Right. And just to follow up with that, the last bit of one of the comments was they have tried the traffic mannequins out on the street to try and slow down the traffic. And they also suggested a street sign there at Liberty and Broadway. And then the other one was Hillway and Broadway.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys want to
How
recommend.
about some painted crosswalks so people can't park right there and that gives them
Right,
access to come out and see out to cross?
okay,
Yeah.
Would maybe be a good idea.
okay. So go ahead, Matt.
The mannequins that I see, there's a few that I go by. And when they're way out in the street and you got the cars parked on both sides, there's still room on my main route in and out of town for two vehicles to pass. But then you got a basketball post out there, but there's a couple people want to put those mannequins. Man, I think they're about 15 feet from the curb, right where you could get by a car by slowly doing like 15 miles an hour, move over. And I keep neglecting to look at like the ordinances. It seems like kind of a picky thing to pick about, but several people where I live have just the little small wire signs that go in the sidewalk strip that says, please slow down. And to me, I look at those more than the little mannequins. There's one that says STFD. That, okay, I already am myself, but then it's, I don't know, it seems like yet another hazard that's been added to that. And I imagine those little signs on the wire thingies, what little wire are cheap. I don't know where people get those from, online or something.
Counselor?
Well, to piggyback off what Matt's saying, sort of, they're pissed.
Mhm.
okay?
Yes,
And you get pissed off parents protecting their kids. And if we aren't doing something about it, they will. And they'll put those things in the middle of the road.
I
Okay.
can't disagree with them.
In fact, they'll park in ways that, I mean, they will start doing things to protect their kids,
Right,
which is,
yeah.
I mean,
Ticketed for parking on the yellow strip.
well, I'm talking about for like speeding and people cruising through there and whatnot, like, they're gonna figure out a way to
Might
slow
be
them
a
down.
curb.
And I don't want to see any citizens doing the wrong thing and getting in trouble just because they're trying to protect their kids. And anger and protection, put those together.
Right.
So we need to
True, that's a
figure,
good point.
need to figure something out. And and forward thinking, there's more and more houses going up. So this isn't, we need to figure this out now because it's going to happen again.
Mhm.
Right? So the older neighborhoods still have it. Nothing's ever really happened over there. We got these newer neighborhoods and these younger families, are, trying to get this squashed. And then when another set of houses come in, it's gonna be another big deal.
There's a lot more houses gonna go in there, so it's gonna get a lot worse.
Yes, so if we
A
can figure it
lot
out
more
now
houses.
versus,
It's getting cleared completely off the houses now. They're moving pretty fast.
oh yeah,
I can't believe how fast they cleared that property.
Do you think recommending to the council that if you put it on the checklist here, getting a permit, someone purchasing 20 acres and building 200 homes, when they start to do the streets, they're responsible for speed humps to be installed on the straightaways. So there's no, we don't have to do it. They do it, but they do it to our policy of 300 feet apart.
yeah.
Would that be easier? I mean,
I don't know if that would be easier. I don't know if it'd be harder.
I noticed Sandy, all the new housing projects going up in there, got speed bumps.
Yeah.
Speed bumps.
Right,
Right, I totally agree with that. We have them put in sidewalks. Why not that? So that's a great idea.
Is there one thing?
I think
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
it would
what
hurt
other
anything.
alternative
Huh?
there is.
I don't think it would hurt anything.
Okay.
I mean, better to try
Yeah,
and
there
be
we
told
go.
no than to not try
Well,
at all.
So.
I would disagree. It might hurt my daughter's neighbor's
Yeah.
BMW driver
Oh,
that
yeah,
goes
they-
flying down your street.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Wow.
Yeah,
Big one.
that's what
Oh.
she said. You might go airborne. Maybe that'd be a good
That's
thing.
very loud.
I know.
What do we want to write? Recommend that we recommend speed humps to be installed by developers?
Yeah.
That's excellent idea. Designated.
Yeah,
Okay.
whoever's doing the road or or building the neighborhood doesn't leave until they have installed speed bumps like that as part of the contract. Yeah.
And transfer, we have the transportation.
Mhm.
To follow.
I don't, I mean, they're asphalt.
What?
They're asphalt. It's not like,
Yeah,
I mean, asphalt's not
It's
very
just an
expensive.
extra-
Oh,
piece.
Yeah.
They put them in when they're building the road, it won't be half as expensive it is if they have to come in and tear that road up and resurface it, put it in.
We just have the roller guy just.
Right.
Every 50 feet, he goes like.
So how's this one doing? Recommended developers to install speed humps in new developments. Is that good? All right.
Yeah,
Want to make a motion?
Recommending a motion to set a precedence for developers to install speed humps in new developments, residential developments.
All right, I got a first. Do I have a second?
Second that.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Passes.
The city a lot of money.
Yes.
And then the signage was already done too, right? Because we didn't pass all. Right. So Pat handed it to Matt. Happy.
Melanie, we're gonna need some more probably in the future. We're down to one left. Yeah, so let's do like 5 more.
I know, it's,
Use it wisely.
I got paper.
That's all you get is time.
Okay. I'll write stuff in. It's okay. All right. So moving on, if we're good there, we did, um, sorry, the recommendations for Broadway and Liberty and Hill and Broadway stop signs.
Four-way,
Yeah, 4-way. What does everybody think about those?
I got chastised.
There's no stop signs there at all.
No,
So the
Straight-
intersection.
no, Broadway goes all the way from downtown all the way to Campanella.
Well, even if you went a two-way on one side, wouldn't that slow it down better? Oh,
On
there is
Broadway?
a stop sign there.
On Broadway,
So make it to a 4, okay.
make it to
I thought there was
four-way.
no stop
No,
signs at
no.
all.
There's either an extra one on 10th and way on Broadway.
Okay,
I got chastised for that one too.
so do we do a motion on this one? Does everyone
Yeah.
think? Okay, so 4-way stop at
Hill and Broadway,
let's do the other one first. What was it? It's Broadway and Liberty? No,
Yeah.
is it? I just wanna,
there's just.
I just wanna make sure that's
there's
all.
one stop sign as you go in there, and after that, there's none.
Okay, yep,
Probably need to
Liberty, you're right,
slow down.
Liberty and Broadway.
Yep.
So it's,
Liberty.
yeah, northwest Broadway
Broadway.
Court and northeast Liberty Lane. And the second one is what do we say? Northeast Hillway
Yeah. You're right, Ben Weeks.
and northwest Broadway Court. All right, do I have a motion, a first for that?
Make a motion that we put a stop signs on Liberty and Broadway and Hillway.
Okay. Got
Four-way
a
stop.
first, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, and Shirley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Motion passes. All right, not adjourning yet. Okay, moving on to number 3, getting there. Appreciate it. These right here, the Uptown, we had one where we were way over in what, Zobrist and Wade. And now we're working on Curran and Pierce and Shafford. Yeah, you want to go through a couple of those?
Oh, wait. Can I ask a question? Are we
Sure
gonna
can.
get the crosswalk on Eagle Creek Highway next to between the park and the library?
Oh, no, those are on the school safety zones list. I don't know, but we can bring it up after we do this.
Yeah, because we've been trying to get it in there for a couple of years now. I mean, that's now, especially with that splash pad there.
Mhm.
I mean, it's 2 times or 3 times the amount of kids in there. You should know.
And we need one at Liberty.
Right by the trailer court, right between the library and the park where the bridge comes across from
Right.
the new park. Need a crosswalk right there, because that would take care of the park and the library both.
And we've recommended that one to the city council.
A couple times. I think.
And then we've also recommended from Liberty across the street to the apartment, across Eagle Creek Highway. And then
but
Hillway.
There's one on 10th. Oh, Liberty, Campanellas.
Campanella.
Yeah.
We need two there
Yeah,
because they've put in two apartment complexes. And then they gotta put in something else
Yeah.
for that 1.5 acres. So
That
we
would-
have to get the
yeah.
kids across Eagle Creek Highway
yeah.
to go down to Rivermill.
So far, the apartments haven't have much kids in it. So, but one front apartment does have kids in it and they play out there by the road. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Mr. Dobbs?
Are we gonna go over,
Just go over ones that you think are good, relevant, or
well, if
because
we,
there's so many of them.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. There's photos that are tied to the street locations and description. This is in the older part of town. It's pretty decayed, I guess is a kind word. Folks would have any, for ADA stuff or movement, a lot of people have electric wheelchairs, but there's still folks that do have the manual, move the wheels with their arms stuff. So there's just difficulties with, if we look at item number 2, Northeast First Avenue, Northeast Current. It's
Yeah.
on the photo. There's trip hazards. There's a lot of stuff there that just stuff falling apart. And I get it as far as the homeowner taking care of sidewalk stuff or tree roots and all that. But these things are really difficult for a wheelchair. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So you can't really motivate yourself through these areas. A lot of the curbs are up with anything probably with a manual powered wheelchair, you're going to have, you got about 3/4 of an inch, and that's about it, because those front wheels are gonna stop or turn sideways. So there, Jim and I spoke to a lady time back. She pretty much just stays in her house because she can't get out past the gate. Once she goes down her own sidewalk, she can't go anywhere and has even a difficulty going out to where the sidewalk is because of these photographs define mostly maintenance, cleaning them up and then maintenance. If we go to item number 4 on First and Current, we see that the drainage is all grass covered. We look down the drains, they're plugged, water backs up, it kind of becomes a flood area there. That's why there's all that grass there. Sidewalks that have over on mailbox on the sidewalk where a wheelchair can't pass down the sidewalk, Northeast First Avenue and Curran. Once again, these are line itemed out, and to look with descriptive pictures to recognize the issues. Moving on over to item number 4, First and Current, which I just mentioned, the drainage. If you look on the right photo there, the drains are plugged. They need to be cleaned, and then some kind of a path for water to flow through there.
Are those actually on the sidewalk?
Yeah, there's a picture of it right there. There's no sidewalk there. These are just drains that are plugged that back up for. And also, we have on number 3, it would have been First and Current and Northeast Current. There's an ADA, an older type ramp there that comes down, but yet it's all grown over where it meets the pavement, where there's a lip there. Just the awareness, if we go over to item number 8 and we look at Southeast Second and Curran Avenue and Curran, you got a fire plug in the middle of a sidewalk there, and you see the ADA drop down for the easement in the street, and it's just debris that's grown up as far as foliage, and it makes it difficult. We kind of kick some of that stuff out of the way to see if there's enough of a lip, but some of this stuff just individually takes moments not moments, it takes time. Item 9, we look at 209 Southeast Current Street. It's got a really nice sidewalk. It's new. The ADA is specified by the yellow grid there with the bumps. And we took a picture of this stuff, that there's stuff that's done really right and it's really good. It's just following a pattern of that. Unfortunately, on the one on item 9, when you look at the photo on the right side, you're gonna see that there's a gap there. Now, for an electric wheelchair, you can motor around and work around with that, but for a manual wheelchair, that becomes a real stumbling block, as we've taken folks out, and we will have another round for a field trip to place people in a wheelchair that would comply with the volunteer moments, and have them go up and down these ways so that you can understand how difficult it is to maneuver in a wheelchair. You know, we look at stuff, but until you live it out, you're gonna get a different perspective on, hey, this isn't good for someone that's wheelchair bound. Number 10, we look at the item number 10, the photo. Once again, it's a lot of foliage there that's grown. Some of these drains, like I say, not all of them, but they're plugged. They just need to pull the grates, clean them. On the right side of Second and Pierce there is ADA ramp with a lip. I don't have to go through all this stuff, but just the things that we've documented are kind of like a area in this area of where residential people live, have been, it's the old part of town, is what it is. It's the old stuff. And older houses, and there are folks that are renovating their homes. And I think a couple of folks we talked to, they're gonna go ahead and put their own sidewalks in. They understand that they're responsible for that, but it's increasing the value of their home. And some of those houses are nice when they're put back together, just because they're old. But they need help in the.
Maybe we could try to organize Estacada cleanup and have people get together and go to.
That's a
the-
great idea.
Yeah, because I mean, when I had cleanup in the park, all I did is call the churches. The church people came down
That's
and
good.
helped it, and now people have I know there's a lot of landscapers and people that have equipment that would probably come in and
Yeah.
help, just like when the fire was here. You know, we had people, neighbors and people that went out and did work.
Yeah.
You know, but if we put a feeler out there and see how many people we could actually get to do a cleanup day. I mean, we always clean up downtown and everything else, but we need to clean up there. I know I drove through and I cannot believe how that's a change in 15, 20 years. You know, how bad it looked, especially the grates and stuff. The grates
Yeah.
should be cleaned out all the time. I tell my neighbors, this grate's here, but that doesn't mean I'm responsible for it 24/7. But I do clean it because I don't want my house to flood.
Right.
Just maybe see what we could do, talk to the city council, somebody, and see if we can organize a Estacada cleanup and put so many people on each street, clean those drains and stuff at least.
That might be a good idea.
Get it going, maybe see about getting the city workers to maintain some of that stuff
Right.
The
too.
drains.
Cause some of
please.
that's the city workers should be maintaining some of that stuff.
Right.
Right.
Now, I know when I sent this in for the packet, Elena said some of the potholes and the drains and, you know, the street signs. You'll have a stop sign, but you look left and you look right and there's no sign. So you're on Pierce, but I don't know where, I mean, we know, but you know,
Yeah,
we have new people moving in. So she said things like that can be forwarded to Don. I was not aware of that. So now we've been aware of that, we can send a few of these things into Don. And then he can do the things that she, you know, fill a hole in or, you know, clean the drains. So we can get some of those knocked out for us there. Just like the sidewalk over here
Yeah.
in front of the new restaurant. The sidewalk is beautiful. It's all done and it's brand new.
Yeah.
They took that wall that's been getting pressed towards was it Clubhouse Drive?
Yeah.
They took that out. It looks great over there. Go ahead, Counselor.
I don't know how much we want to throw on Dawn and the city for cleanup. You know, as much as maintenance, right? Like if the drains are clogged,
Right.
that's one thing, but like if you have a gravel driveway and your gravel is going out into the road,
No, that
I would
be-
assume that would be your
the city.
responsibility
No, that wouldn't
as
be
a
the city.
homeowner.
But like those weeds in front of that ADA that he's
Yeah.
talking about, they should be going and trimming those weeds out in the road out there like that.
I just want to, yeah, I just want to
And then
make
cleaning
sure,
the drains and all that kind of stuff.
just want to make sure that it's legit city and it's not people just going,
Yeah.
oh,
Right, I
They'll
agree
take
with
care of
that.
because I hear that sometimes too, like, shouldn't the city be
Yeah,
taking
why
care of
didn't
that?
the city do this? Why
That's
didn't
your
the city do that? Well,
responsibility.
Exactly.
you have your responsibility to your home and your sidewalk too.
Mhm.
I think if I may, Shirley had a good idea. Even a cleanup on a street, just, and you know, I've done this stuff before where, you know, I bring my trailer over, everybody gets a shovel, you know, and it's like, hey, put your hands and you work for like 3 or 4 hours and that's, it changes the whole perspective of an area on it in a small amount. And, you know, like, put out a flyer, you know, hey, it's cleanup week on your street from second to first. We're gonna do a cleanup,
Bring your shovel.
yeah,
your
bring
broom.
your shovel, you know,
That's the handicap.
come on out, you know, somebody make coffee, whatever. And blitz these little areas, you know, it's kind of a community service thing. I've done this stuff before. I'm up for that. And you know, and it's a real quick job. You get to meet people and, nobody gets paid or anything. That's not the trip. It's just, it really, what it does, some people, it causes them to take care of their place.
No, Teen Challenge would be up to helping. So,
You know, and it starts something that, wow, that looks really good. You weed eated, my yard was nothing but weeds and you mowed the weeds, you know, and edged it, you know, just, I got all that stuff, weed eaters,
yeah,
everything. But it changes the person's attitude, you know, in segments of, God, my house looks really good. You can see the windows, the trees, you know, just, I'm up for that type of stuff.
Well, and sometimes, you know, it gets to a point where it's overwhelming and they don't know what to
That's
do.
exactly
And if
right.
they don't have the proper tools, that's one thing. So,
Yeah, but
no, I think community, helping the
Yeah.
community is important.
Yeah, getting getting the people on that little section or whatever involved, where they come out or they have their kids come out with garbage bags or whatever to pick up, you know, it's just.
Maybe we can
Give you a
put
dollar
something
for
out
every
at
bag of
National Night
garbage.
Out.
you
Yeah.
collect.
Yeah. That might be a really good thing.
With that, absolutely.
Well, yeah, it's like this.
But just get everyone thinking about it.
Yeah. Because before the rains up.
Yep. All right, that sounds good.
Somewhere between rain and 90 degrees.
Exactly.
Good luck with that.
All right, excellent, thank you. Moving on to, all right, speed humps update. Melanie, do we have a update on Northeast Pierce? When there's gonna be any speed humps installed on Northeast Pierce?
I don't have a date, but I know Dawn is working on that right
Okay.
now. So I think it will be before the end of fall, sometime in
Before the
this
end of fall.
window, in this work window.
oh, Donnie, get your potholes filled. I called him the other day and I said, get a pothole down on River 224. Went down there, he filled both sides up.
Awesome. And also the reason why I asked about the Oakview Lane, that's because my wife and I were out of the country and I was gone for 10 days. So I wasn't here for the last city council meeting when you updated briefly about Oakview and the 85%. I just wanted to see it before our next meeting.
Yes, okay, I can email that to you. I put it
Okay.
in the folder for the packet for the
I
next
appreciate
meeting.
that.
Also, there was another thing that was on my list to add in your packet, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay,
But yeah, I can let you take a look at that.
Is there gonna be more than 10 days that you're gonna do a study on Oakview? Because I think the council recommended longer than 10 days.
We could probably leave it out there for, we'll take a look at this data. We
Okay,
got some new data gatherers, if that's
Okay.
what they're called. And so the information that it gives you is very much more thorough and
Mhm.
legible than what we were getting before.
right.
But yeah, we could, so I think they could leave it longer than 10 days, or they could do it like a week and then wait and
Right.
then do a week and.
And can I just recommend to Don to put it and turn it so you get people coming up the street?
I
Instead
think
of
it
people
gathers,
going down?
this one gathers both directions.
Okay, the email, when I talked to him, it was only gonna be one direction. So I
Okay,
just wanted to make sure.
okay, I'll double check with him too, but I was pretty sure he got one that gathers traffic both directions, but then how do you, I don't know.
Cause I know people are going more than 23 coming up Oakview.
Okay,
Going down, they are making somewhat of a concerted effort.
because they're trying to stop it.
Well, because they see the new sign, but and it's, like Council Blevins said, it's after hours. I'm usually up at 5:30 in the morning and I hear people just, it sounds like they have the
Mm,
big breaks going down the street. I'm sure everyone else is sleeping, but I'm not. And I hear them, wow, but everyone's sleeping. So don't get that. I think it would be, I don't know where the counter is, but I just wanted to recommend to the council to either get some of those speed signs that illuminate your speed.
And we're working on that too. There was a part that was missing, but there is supposed to be a radar. I think he has a radar feedback sign for that
Okay.
hill also.
No, but I
Probably
mean,
go with-
to purchase, to give Don the ability to buy that since our population's going up.
Mhm.
And I mean, Campanella would be great,
Yeah, I believe they're going in there too.
Okay,
But those are supposedly some of the most effective ways
Right.
to control. I mean, people that want to speed, they're gonna do it anyway.
Right.
But sometimes we're not paying attention and you're like, oh, I'm going too
Right.
fast.
Right.
And when you get that feedback,
Right.
so, yeah, and I'll send you that report.
Okay.
It's illegal, but we've been working.
the what?
Some speed light.
Oh, by the church, the LDS church? Good.
I did fast, I just go.
I usually have someone right on my bumper there when we slow down and I take them all the way into town. I mean, I don't know.
Just that one, that's the closer you get, the slower I go.
Excellent. Okay, moving on to number 5, emergency preparedness kits. All right. Don't know what our budget will be. Like Melanie said, maybe we'll have something left over. But Mr. Dobbs and I were just knocking around purchasing some of the smaller ones are about $29. Or if we would want to say have someone come in and then we could give away kits, maybe for a class, if we could make them ourselves. I don't know what would be more cost effective.
What do we think about putting in there?
Gloves, hand sanitizer, emergency drinking water, poncho, blanket, whistle, light stick, face mask, first aid stuff, And it gets more expensive when you have the crank radio, the flashlight, the multi-tool, the duct tape, but those can be,
I mean, I think we could get together and put them together, probably be
that.
less expensive.
Yeah, my birthday shit, I'm from the Red
we
Cross
put those at
in my garage,
Livestock
some of
Council.
it's still in the coat.
Put that on the website.
It was about a mop,
No.
and I opened my coat and says,
Okay,
I have a mop.
cool. Thank you. Definitely.
So. Question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So are we thinking about like doing those for like giveaways at our events or?
Our
in the
events or
meeting?
whether we have a meeting or,
Okay,
someone comes in or if we
Yeah.
have a training other than first aid that we could,
I think that's a good idea to have.
okay,
And I think, we might be able to put them together less expensive than
Right.
buying them ready-made.
because it was like 25, 29
Yeah.
with a small backpack was the
Yeah, we could.
cheapest I
probably-
found on Amazon, so
Yeah, cool.
I think we can put them together for cheaper than that.
I think
but-
so too. Just,
Okay. Good stuff. All right. So everybody's okay with that? The
Yeah.
kids? All right. All right, so we are all the way to Early Childhood Day, ODOT study. Okay. Julie Sering sent Elena the Early Childhood Day form. It looks as though it's the 4th annual Estacada Early Childhood Day, August 16th at Clackamas River Elementary Playground area. Setup time, I guess if anyone wanted to participate, each booth will receive a stamp and families to encourage them to visit every station. Families with children 0 to 10, I like that, 0 to 10. However, it's open to the public. So if you wanted to fill it out, if anyone representing the committee wanted to do that, we can do that also. Let's see. Last one is the ODOT survey. That was from right after the 4th of July. ODOT Traffic Safety Office is working to change dangerous driving behaviors like these, and we need your help. Right now, we're asking people in Oregon to take a short anonymous survey about their experiences and attitudes related to transportation safety. Your voice will help shape future safety campaigns, education efforts, and investments that save lives and prevent serious injuries. Amen. All right. So we can take that one and go down to National Night Out. What do we have for that? Karina?
Well, you ordered all of the goodies or had them ordered,
Yeah,
right?
I think Elena did that.
Yeah, she did that.
She
so
did that.
We're
Okay.
squared away. I did the best I could to
No, that's,
figure out what exactly you wanted, because she wanted links on Oriental Trader.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I think this is what he wants. Because you were on vacation.
exactly.
And I know you were going with the patriotic theme.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Do we want to?
Yeah,
Go
no,
back?
and do you know how much it was roughly? It was obviously more than that.
Yeah, I did a
because of the-
revised budget
Okay.
off of yours because we had to, like, I know
There was a
they
maximum.
wanted a
Okay.
minimum on National Night Out orders. So I think we were only like $200 more.
Okay,
So it
Awesome.
wasn't too bad.
so 1450.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So that gives us what, a few hundred left.
Okay.
Procured the,
Did you procure a band?
No, I think we're 2,500. I think we're
Oh.
2,500 for National Night Out,
Oh.
from what I remember.
So-
Go ahead.
Okay.
so, today, a gentleman, John Munn, got back to me today. He will be doing the music. And, his, fee is $150 for, from the time we're there. He comes early, sets up and, plays all kinds of, we've had him there last year too.
Oh, good.
It was really good.
Good.
Full blown 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, I mean, and he sings and he's got the equipment to make a lot of cool sounds and stuff. So it's a great atmosphere, He's real upbeat too.
Oh,
you know,
good.
So,
Good.
Well, thanks for looking into
Yeah,
that for me,
good.
because I was like, we need something. So we've got confirmed, we've got Clackamas County Sheriff's
Good.
gonna be out there, fire department, I'll follow up, but I mean, it's in their backyard, so,
Right.
or front yard. Escada School District's gonna be there, Todos Juntos, CERT's gonna be there.
Excellent.
I need to follow up and get applications from Christie's.
Yep.
So,
Burgers.
yeah, she hasn't responded, so I'm
cooking.
gonna, yeah,
Okay.
kettle corn. I gotta,
Trails
fo-
End.
yeah. Clackamas Sheriff's Posse was gonna try and be there. I'm gonna follow up with them so they
Yes.
could bring a couple horses out.
Yeah, so,
Livestock Council is gonna try and be there.
Okay.
And then, the Estacada Food Bank is gonna try and be there. The people that can't be there, unfortunately, Life Flight's already booked, I think
Okay.
at Beaver Creek, and then, I try to get the Boy Scouts to come out, and they're busy with another event,
okay. How
so.
about the Adult Teen Challenge up here?
Oh,
by the Marathon Gas.
yeah, I have to
station?
follow up with them because I
They were there
did,
last year.
yes.
It helps.
I asked NAMI, I haven't gotten any NAMI,
Oh,
because
NAMI,
they were here, I think, in a
last year,
year before or
year before,
something.
okay.
I mean, I went out and just kind of creeped on Estacada's website just to kind of get some, well, I was trying to find
Research.
somebody. Oh, research. Okay, I
Research.
didn't creep on it, but you know, I was doing my research to try and figure out who else in the past had come to the event. So yeah, so a few more follow-ups, but so far I tried to get a gal to do face paintings. I haven't heard back from her. So I'm trying to, so I was going to see if I could take your lovely graphic image you
yeah.
made and share that to Estacada locals, kind of maybe cut from it and then just say, put some feelers out to the public to see if they can, yeah, that one. To see if people know, maybe some more vendors that,
Mary Whitney, she
Right.
does face painting.
I think she's the one that I tried to reach out to on Facebook, but do you have her contact information? Other than Facebook?
Also Orchid Health by the high school.
Oh, okay. Oregon Health. Yeah, so, I mean, it's coming together. I think we won't,
And then
we'll have something.
We'll let them know that, they have to do all the, permitting or, Christy and Pam will just have to do a different one because they're,
Oh, like a vendor,
selling,
like
yeah,
a food vendor.
vendor,
Okay,
right.
I don't have a
They know how-
copy of
they
that.
know how to do that.
Okay.
admit. So as long as you reach out and let them know that this is when we want to have it in.
Yeah,
Beginning of
finalized,
August,
yeah,
end of
right.
July, yeah.
well,
So
end of
they have enough
July, 'cause,
time.
yeah, we got August 5th. So, my question was to you, since you ordered so many balloons, what are we supposed to do with those balloons? You're gonna be gone? Am I gonna be stuck with a helium tank? What's going on?
I don't know.
Did you have
Well,
plans?
I didn't.
So, did you have balloons last year?
No,
Okay, so I'm thinking, could we get helium?
rental. Yeah.
Yeah, rent that. I
Sure.
mean, I'm not gonna,
Does, Dollar General have one
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
in the city?
Well, I was wondering if it, okay, in my research, Sandy got an award last year for their National Night Out.
Really?
Yeah, and they had like a balloon arch.
So did you research their website
I
to get some
totally
good
did.
ideas then?
Well, they're
Come
not
on, sneak one of that
forthcoming. I
way.
know. So I'm just saying, we've got a lot of work to do here. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but I'm thinking next year we really
Right.
gotta go
So
bigger.
what was some of the hits they?
They had a balloon arch. So they're 500 minimum balloons that they probably ordered that say National Night Out. They had like,
All of
I think they did all of them.
Fill up all the
Yeah, the
cars.
night before,
Yeah.
So yeah, they had big balloon arches, huge band set up on a stage. I mean, they go all out. Yeah.
Or
So
The Happy Valley one.
that's the Happy Valley. I meant not
Yeah.
Sandy, Happy Valley.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That one they were like number 15 in the US.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're just up the road.
That's
So anyways, that's what I was
We
curious
could
about the
just get
balloons.
some maybe a helicopter or some tanks
I know.
and,
Maybe I should.
water cannons.
Well, I do have some connections still with the National Guard.
Armored personnel carrier.
Maybe we
Yeah.
could get it. Maybe we could get them to get a Humvee down here at
Hey, that'd be
least.
good.
All right.
Whitney signs.
Whitney Signs, okay. I'll call her
Mary.
Mary.
Yep.
Got it. Okay,
All right. so-
cool. It's coming together.
Okay, cool. So we got the flyer out, we have the pop-ups, the tables, the map, the vendors, vendors willing to attend. We've resubmitted the application. Alex said that was fine. On the toy purchases, so we're moving forward on that. Excellent. All right, thank you.
Not a band.
All right.
Thanks to Carrie.
All right, so. Okay, let's see. I know there's some, like when Mr. Dobbs was talking about when we were going through uptown there was someone that had a issue. I think it was Northeast First and Northeast Current, that cars are speeding on the way to school towards Southeast Maine. So hopefully that will be submitted to the city to see if it's possible to get another set of stop signs there at that intersection. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's see, the other topic is communications subcommittee. Council Blevins just gave me this here. This is the Estacada emergency evacuation routes. This is pretty cool. Obviously, we didn't have this in 2020, but that's pretty cool. Everybody like to see it, we can put that up on the website.
Yeah.
There's both this one and then the city one, which would be pretty good.
Arteries to get out.
Yep. Okay.
Eagle Big Highway is so damn river mountain on the highway.
All right, so let's see, do we have anything that we wanted to post on social media on communications subcommittee? Or do you want to put that on there? That? No, that, right there,
Route.
yeah. What's everybody think?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
thought it's
Let
on the
people-
website.
Doesn't cost anything.
One or two meetings back, came in our packer, at least.
This one?
Ironically, the.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
okay,
it's the same.
okay,
Yeah. I think.
it
Yeah.
is, okay, awesome. And then anything on, I think we hit traffic safety with the 20 miles an hour, talking about our sign campaign, Campanella, uptown sidewalks, crosswalks, ADA ramps, speed humps. Anyone else have anything else? Matt?
Is it premature? I know so many people that would be thrilled to hear about 20 mile an hour, but it's way too early to say
Right,
they're gonna do it. This is our proposition. Okay, okay. And then one other minor thing.
yeah,
I see some of these pictures, the cracks and stuff. I thought Estacada got a crack seal machine, which looks like it would handle a lot of these and help prevent further erosion, but it's not something they can just go out and do a few of these cracks or something.
for those
Like a
on the
day
street
long.
or a sidewalk, Matt, the ones you're referring to.
I don't know that you could, I suppose you could certainly use it on a sidewalk too. It'd be a temporary fix on a sidewalk, but it's commonly done for the pavement. So there was some like this one here.
Okay.
Another couple. Anyway, I thought I saw that they had purchased the machine. Maybe that was just in a budget
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Oh, we did, okay, great. Okay, and then do you have something?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
just to answer your question on
Yes.
any social media posts.
Yes,
So I think we'll definitely at least one time a week until we have National Night Out, a reminder that we're having that. So I don't know what the traffic is on the city or our page's Facebook page.
Mhm.
Usually it says when you go into plan those posts, the best time to post them is the
Right.
highest amount of traffic. I
okay,
don't know if the city's able to
yeah, they
coordinate that
put in,
on the best possible.
I believe so, and then it gets posted, because a lot of
Okay.
times it gets posted when they're not working.
Right.
So
Okay.
when everybody's at home, I guess after work or.
Yeah, so that, and then if they could maybe do like a reminder on like wildfire preparedness, just kind of like, I know that there were some things that PGE came up with.
Well, I was just gonna ask about that. Did you want? I mean, I guess if we did one, it would be great, but I think the,
The ODFW or.
oh, yeah, no,
or
you're
the-
right, but from the city, when we have it here, it's Clackamas County
It's that fan
Yeah.
blowing.
vacuum invasion notices. The other one was window safety for kids.
They put one
We
out.
got that one.
I know we did that, yeah, but I think we need one once a week.
Emergency preparedness for you and Carrie.
That
there.
was, yeah, Carrie
was
and I
good.
went to that.
But you said, which one
But
did you
just
want
kind
to
of
do?
like a wildfire, like
Fire.
reminder, just to let at least the community know that we're on thinking about that.
Yep.
Because they get, as I do, apprehensive this time of year. So
That sounds good.
that's just my 2 cents on
Yep.
those two main things.
Yep. Anyone else on communications? No, okay, let's see, traffic safety, like I said, I think we hit everything that we needed to on traffic safety. And, Don's working on can we add, just a question? Can we add in regards to, sorry. The four-way stop, can we recommend, a stop or stop there at the new Hillway coming into the extension coming into Campanella? You think that would be a good idea? Because
Is that
you're
the other
they're
entrance. or-
Hillway from Cemetery coming into Campanella, stop sign.
There's 4 there now on Cemetery.
No, no, no.
On
You're
the other
going
side.
from Cemetery and you come towards Campanella
Yeah,
in that new,
yeah, there's 4 there. You have to stop right at Hill. And then across where Hill would go, we'll see the little part.
Mhm.
And then on both sides of Cemetery. It's a
Okay.
4-way. Yeah,
but is there one on the Campanella side of Hill?
yeah, yes. Yes.
Yeah, going that way,
Yeah,
coming in from Cemetery.
There's one on each. one.
well,
I'm thinking coming in from cemetery, but you're talking
same
about other
thing
side.
with Cemetery, yeah,
So it's-
yeah,
Okay,
everyone has to stop there, yeah.
So,
Yes.
already there,
Yeah.
okay. Got it, New Road, Hill and Broadway.
And people seem to be doing really good at it.
Okay, Hill Broadway,
Stopping.
Northwest Broadway and Northeast Liberty. Okay. Okay, so if there's one there where the Hillway and the houses start, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And anyone else have anything? Counselor? It's all you, brother, right here.
I got a question.
Yes,
We were talking about doing the CPR training. and all
yes,
that. That was in the fall, wasn't it?
yes, it's gonna be in the fall.
Is that, we were talking maybe not for the public, or when do we ever resolve on that?
We should do it for the public. I-
It's extremely interesting.
Okay,
Do we have any kind of a timeline on that yet?
We have I think it's 2026
Okay.
was our deadline. And,
Okay.
the end of, I thought we had at least a year,
yeah,
more than a year out.
More than a year out?
Mhm.
Do it next year?
We're not
Yeah.
doing it this fall?
We could scramble one together if we
'Cause I
could,
thought we were doing it this fall, but I.
well, we did one in January
yeah,
of this year,
right,
that's why.
yeah.
So I think,
That's why it was kind of,
Fall,
right, and then I think we can do the, what about, the class for women in the fall,
self-defense
the self-defense class?
this fall.
Definitely
Okay, well, so then that gives us how many months?
so the self-
time to talk to Paris over there.
Yeah,
She's done that self-defense
right.
class there before, and it was really good turnout,
Good,
really good instructor.
good, excellent,
That is a paid one.
right, yeah,
What's that?
That was a paid as you come. if
right, the
people
city would, right,
understand.
the city.
city would pay for the, right, class
Oh, okay,
for people.
all right.
Yeah.
So what's our budget with that then?
I think it's, like it was,
Is it on our budget sheet? I can look.
oh my goodness,
Was it $20?
I think it was, I think it was 1,000 a class or something.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It as one, first day.
I think it was 15 for the class.
And I'm
Okay.
sorry, what's the name of the facility?
That's Leucadia Athletic
Okay.
Arts.
Got it.
And her name is Paris.
Yeah, I tried. I'll call her. I gotta call her about National Night Out anyway.
Okay,
She answered my email, so
Good.
I got lost.
all right. So anyone else have anything? Before we do National Night Out? Looking good. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July. Appreciate everyone coming out in this heat.
So
So,
got the banners. and
oh, you got the banners?
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, from last year.
Right. Put it out.
When do we put those out? Do we put them out just the day of or? do
Yeah.
we-
Set
Okay,
up, get there early,
okay,
set up a couple of tents and I've got tables. And then if we, I don't think we'll use these chairs. I think we just, I got chairs.
like camp chairs, I can bring some camp
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
chairs, so maybe BYOC, bring your own chair.
Yeah, just go in early setup and
Okay,
And then we'll just have, I know last year we had to have one by us, cases of water.
okay,
We brought a cooler, ice.
okay.
For this water can
We'll
hand
figure
out
it
to
out.
people.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be okay.
I know you will.
Yeah.
Don't worry about us. You're not going to at all. You're gonna be
won't.
like, see ya.
Yes, I will.
got any animals you can bring?
Well, what kind are we?
Well,
talking? I have
what-
sheep.
Huh? You got
I do. I could make a petting
National
zoo
Night Out
for us.
without a
I really
sheep, I
could.
mean,
I have
that's-
some.
You
friendly-
gotta get a
I
couple
have
of sheep.
some rams that are like, they just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Little petting zoo for the kids.
we
you
could.
know.
I could. Why not?
Yeah. You know,
I got chickens.
you got a way to get them over there and everything?
Back on track.
Yeah, they're small guys, so, yeah. just-
That'd be cool,
Phantoms.
you know?
No, oh, I mean, my sheep are Shetlands.
Chickens.
My chickens are all over the map.
Will the
I've
chicken
got a
ride on the sheep?
barnyard.
Will they get on the back of the sheep?
No, but I had a cat that did that.
Don't go to sheep though.
Uh,
around going.
Well, yeah.
The whole dang night.
Not these sheep.
Oh, they don't?
No, they're funny.
Just didn't know how hot it was gonna be, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Cement,
Oh, I'll just,
Anything goes.
yeah, I don't know.
that's
I
all.
could bring hay and stuff, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
Well, yeah, okay. We'll have to think about that one.
okay. So if anyone doesn't have anything else, we'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone. All right.
Goodness.